But with the communication part, I'm just going to jump ahead here, but with communication, it's your tone. What are you saying and how are you saying it? Are you screaming at them, or are you soft spoken? How do you say keeper and you let them know they're coming out, or are you silent like keep, and then you get into a situation where they didn't hear you coming out and now there's confusion and they're going for the ball and you're going for the ball and a collision happens, and or maybe you missed the ball, they thought you were coming. All these things are very, very important, and we're going to talk about these as we go on. But before we do that, real quick, who can tell us, just one person, what do you know about leadership? What is leadership? Hannah?
Leadership can be seen as like a lot of things, but
just specifically in goalkeeping.
Specifically in goalkeeping, it's directing your teammates on where to go, communicating with them. It goes in line with communication. It's letting your teammates know that there's someone on them, or they have time to take the ball up the field, or it's basically directing the whole you're directing the whole field, like telling everyone to shift. And it can also be encouraging your teammates, like, just keeping the morale up, and just like being there, being as like the foundation for the team, and
Right.
being as something to bounce back off of.
Right. That is
visualizing yourself doing positive things. That's kind of the way I've always gotten through that. So I think distinguishing between nervousness and fear. Nerves are fine. It's going to happen, and it's healthy. Fear is different, because fear keeps you in the same place and keeps you from reaching your potential, and can basically hinder your performance.
So there are times, okay, I have stress, anxiety, all this stuff. What people always see like stress as a bad thing, right? I'm stressed, my heart rate's pumping, I'm getting like jittery. Does that happen when you guys get like a little stressed or nervous? What happens to you? How do you feel when you're stressed? You can take yourself off mute. Heart rate. That was me. Oh, Zoe. Oh, no.
Well, I don't know. I get kind of like jittery. Like before a game, I get jittery and just nervous. Yeah. I don't really know. Like I get a little shaky. I don't know. But I don't ever see it as a bad thing. Like I like to get nervous before a game.
Yeah. So basically, this natural response, it's kind of like a fight or flight. Yeah. This is a natural response to the nerves. Use that to your advantage. And so when I get nervous and all that, there are breathing techniques like, and you hold your breath, you like breathe in for 5 seconds, you hold your breath for 2, and you let out for 6. So that's a great way to calm it. But you, exactly, Zoe, like this, you use that when your adrenaline, when it's going, like that is actually like, I am ready for battle. And so that's actually, how can you use, just like adversity, just like something bad that happened, how can you use that to your advantage? Something that could be bad, a struggle, an injury, pains or fights going on in your family. How can you use that experience? How can I use this nerve? How can I transform it to work for me?
Let's look at slow-mo here. Okay. How are you running out right now?
Arms are in.
You're showing the backside of your hand, bro. When do you save a ball with the backside of your hands? That's impressive. All right, you remember the Big Bird Challenge? Do you remember that, where you hold your hand on one person, but then you go down in 1v1 position?
Yeah.
Your hands are out? Okay. That's how you should be right now.
Yeah.
You should be stalking the ball, coming up like this. Hand, almost like your fingertips are literally dragging the ground.
Okay.
But your legs are loaded, right? But you're standing up. You want to be lower to the ground, but your legs are loaded when you're low to the ground, so you can be springy. And that's one thing from all the squat training you do at St. Chris. You have some spectacular, explosive saves. Seriously, you really do.
Thank you.
You have that power. You're welcome. You have that explosiveness. And when you load your legs like that properly, you're going to get it. So if they try to beat you up, boom, you can, and they chip you. And I'm wondering if that's why you're not low, is because you're afraid they'll chip it. So you got to be smart. Kind of goes back to our 1v1 group training. You got to know when to hold and when to commit.
Yeah.
And that really starts with you going, do I feel successful? Do I feel like before I make the save, before I come out, do I confidently feel in my gut that I can save that ball? If not, I'm going to hold my ground and be big.